So you then proceeded to go over to the car and
Kick it.
oh.
I don't even know what reference that's for.
I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Is it Scotland? No. Good morning, Sprinkle Farts, and yes, welcome back.
Lock.
So you will have seen surprise number one,
Suffering succotash.
but now I'm getting a second surprise, so we're about to find out what that's about.
Here's Lee. Lee, Lulu. Oh, I can actually I can make you look pretty. Hang on. There we go. Sweet.
So, I cannot take credit for anything that's about to be seen other than mental positivity, because I have not been here at all. So this is the reason I'm surprised. No. Don't open. Jesus.
Keeping it locked.
You open Christmas presents on Christmas Eve, don't you?
No, I don't. No, honestly.
Let's put my ears back, because otherwise I just look like... A lot of you don't know what this is, because it's a very English old thing, but do you remember Pob?
I haven't heard that mentioned for such a long time.
I know. Right, so this is a double surprise. One, the unit since you last saw it, and two, the actual car that is going to be our first project. And that's the bottom line. You know you all said it at home. The cheapest something car that I left Lee to go and find. Big music build start now. It's a Subaru.
It is indeed.
Holy shit, look at that car.
I drive away into the night and I contemplate for a while.
Are you kidding? There's no way. Oh, swearing. Yeah, beeps. There will be many beeps throughout this channel. Is there an engine in it?
There is.
3, 2, 1. Fiesta! Holy no balls, it is not. What the How much is an engine for one of these?
Second hand, probably about £2,500.
Is it Scotland? No.
I mean, there's some explaining to do about this purchase.
Well, I would have thought so. And you know what red means? Red means fast. Red means buy me.
Somebody spent a considerable amount of time and effort.
I mean, yeah, is that supposed to be there?
It is, yes. Subaru.
Full good wheels.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even pointless looking at tyres. The tyres aren't the only thing that makes it £3,000 less than it should be. Has it got no underside? There's a full exhaust system on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that just goes straight out.
Yeah, it's quite loud.
Has that been undersealed?
It has.
But, oh shit, look, it lights up. There's nowhere to sit. Was this part of the deal? Just, is this dead bodies? Shut up, it's even got a stupid touchy screen thing on it. Right. Did you buy it from a scrapyard? It's been crashed and there's a bent chassis on it.
No, didn't buy it from the scrapyard. Yes, it has been crashed. No, it's not bent.
Crashed? Like
No.
Like registered crashed.
No, just me in a tree.
Explain.
Yeah. I'm not moving. You're crap.
Story time. Prepare yourselves though, because we're also going to lead you down a bit of a different path than the previous video. And I got notes to make sure we tell you everything and don't forget. Now, we said we set a budget to buy this car for £1,000, which Lee did. But some of you be thinking, how? How, Lee, did you do such a thing? You've seen the Subaru, which we have now nicknamed Scuba Poo.
Scuba poo, yeah. yeah. It's a lot of poos on it.
When you went to purchase such a car,
Yes.
how many checks did you do on the vehicle, Lee?
None of them. None.
None.
Absolutely. I don't know. To be fair, it was a horrendous purchase by myself.
Lee lifted the bonnet, he saw red accents, he said, take my money. The car was originally on for
£2,000. Car was originally 2,000.
But we did actually get it for,
£1,000.
okay, which you're thinking, well, that's all your budget gone. Let's get to that in a minute. How did you get it for that?
So haggled with him anyway, as you do. But the reason why he was getting rid of it is because he got other projects. Just so happened to be, I may have been holding on to some parts that would fit his projects. Little boy,
It's a bit.
I'll give you this, you give you that. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
To me.
These are both.
To you.
£1,000 later, we have the Subaru.
Boom. Now, the reason that Lee thought that was a good idea, because as you will see, many things good about Subaru.
And with the fact that we got the budget, the challenge, like it was
Yeah.
like, let's not check it,
Yeah.
let's enjoy it.
Overexcited is a term I would use. Fat kid, candy store, no CCTV, and all the insulin shots. He needs to stay alive.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Matilda, the cake.
That's your cake.
I'm eating it.
You're eating the cake.
I'm eating it.
You had it parked,
Yeah.
and again, if you don't know about cars,
They install features to keep them safe.
Yeah.
And us, believe it or not.
you can now park cars on hills. And there's this wondrous little thing called handbrake, bad drivers call it. That thing that makes a Bernie smell when you're doing 30.
yeah, it's really hard to pull off.
What did you do, Lee?
Well, it was at my drive, and I leaned across. Somehow, I didn't, I promise it wasn't me, and I may have knocked the handbrake off, and me and the car went for a roll.
Lee rings me. He's just basically nearly been severed in half by being crushed between a rolling car and a skip,
Yeah.
which didn't just stop at the drive. It went on a tour.
It did.
Went to say hello to one of your neighbours, in fact.
Actually, yeah, it landed in their garden.
Hit their tree.
At 10 o'clock at night, might I add.
There is a presence of a minor ding in the rear bumper as a result of said tree. Oh, it doesn't stop there. The door that you had leant across to get whatever it is you were getting out have folded back on itself against the skip.
That would be yes.
In hindsight, could have been you squished.
Yeah,
so,
that was a said. Yeah.
You know, we'll
absolutely.
take that.
Yeah, and the front bumper was still on my drive.
And then Lee's brain went, oh, you son of a-" So you then proceeded to go over to the car and
Kick it.
you kicked the car when it was down, literally down a hill. What happened when you kicked car, Lee?
I broke the window.
You did.
So, broken.
Oh! Well, that's just an inbuilt helping car sleep mechanism for babies. It's a rattle.
So yeah, Lee created the world's largest and most dangerous child rattle. We had an emergency sit down.
We
were
did, yeah.
Budget pretty much topped. Now, we were going to strip things off the car to sell them off and hence put that budget into new bits going on it. And
Yeah, it was
we
going
were,
to be a self-sufficient build.
yes. At this point, we have smashed glass, ripped off bumper, which is now damaged, dented rear fender, but it was enough damage that would have put us £700-ish, maybe more over budget.
Yeah, I think the worst thing was the fact that it was now not road. It wasn't roadworthy.
We decided that we would put in an extra £500 to try and remedy the damage. And that would just be our fault, tough titties.
Yeah.
Wasn't going to go in the budget because we were only going to replace the things that were damaged. That's what you were supposed to do with the money, Lee. Let's all leave story time again and find out what Lee bought instead of doors.
This is to do with us.
Yes, this is to do with the project too.
Right, you all have 3 minutes to decide what the frick is going on. This and this,
Yes.
with how much more money on top.
No, we're still within budget.
Did you go to the betting shop and put it on like an old nag that, and then poisoned all the other horses? Right? There's no wheels.
No,
It's not a hover car.
no.
You've been back to the future. So it technically didn't cost you anything because you brought it back
I
from
wish.
the future.
When I crashed it, I bought a bumper and a door, which kind of made the complete puzzle.
Blue and the black, yeah.
I didn't like that they were a different colour.
Okay, so we spray them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
I have a feeling I know where this is going.
for the same amount of money, you could just buy another one.
You better check for you better check for bones.
The same colour! All 4 doors!
It's the worst money management in the world. Not even just a shell, dude. It has The chassis under there and everything.
Yeah, so basically, I bought this for scrap value.
Hang on, I don't know if they can see this, but the paint on this is incredible. It's perfect.
It is.
Why?
Because it's a Subaru.
Subaru.
You bought an entire other car.
There's a story behind that though. I did originally buy a set of doors. They were wrong. Then I bought another set of doors and they did fit. And there may have been a little bit of money left and I saw 4 matching doors. They just came attached with another car.
Yeah, this is the thing. And this sometimes does happen. I mean, it happened to me. I already owned a few motorbikes and I told my missus I was just off to go and get some motorbike parts.
Yeah.
Now, it just so happened that when I came back at midnight that night, the parts I brought back were in the shape of a CBR 1000 RR.
Yeah.
They were just already put together.
I know.
So now, yeah, we have a Super Poops, Duo Poops, Dupe Poops, Super Dupe Poops. The point we're making is rules are supposed to be broken. So not only do we have an entire new shell of a Subaru, which actually in better condition than our original one.
I mean, after we've looked,
What?
yeah, you'll find more
Stop.
about that.
You open Christmas presents 3 days before Christmas.
I don't.
You do. You shake them all until they break. There is a massive backstory to the shell that Lee obtained for an inordinately cheap, I don't know if inordinately is a word, but we're using it, amount of money. It is, I don't know how, I still think the police are coming. I'm pretty certain someone's hunting you. The reason we're going to do what we're going to do is because of that backstory, because it's too good an opportunity to pass up.
Yeah. When it crossed, it was just, again, we'll tell you.
So, what are you two jibber jabbering on about? Just get to the goddamn point, boys. We are still going to do a budget build, but we're going to flip the script. We are going to try and build a full spec, not showroom level, but show car worthy level.
Yes.
So rather,
yeah.
we could have carried on with the budget and we could have stayed within it, and it would have had a wrap to cover the mismatching doors. We'd have to sell things off. Actually, we'd quite like to keep. There are some very limited edition parts on this car that are now actually worth quite a lot of money, and we would have had to have sold those off. The fact of the matter is, we're only doing that because, well, I'm not going to lie. It's clickbait, isn't it? It's something fun. It's a challenge. What we're going to do is just a bigger challenge. Actually, it's a way bigger challenge because we are going to transplant the entire Super Poo into the Super Duper Poo. The reason we're doing this, though, you all right?
Just clearing the gremlins.
The reason we have decided to do this is because of the backstory that you will get told in the next video, which will also be everything wrong with our cheap rally car video, which we will be going around the entire car showing you all of the good stuff, but also all of the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, the engine, you think?
I think that potentially we could push this engine, create something that is actually going to challenge some very expensive,
Very race-worthy, that is able to withhold much more power.
Yes, we've got a figure in mind. We will release it to you at a later date, and a rolling road will eventually tell us if we make it.
So, how is this a budget build still, boys? Well, I'll tell you how. We don't have the money to be putting £10,000 into this car.
No.
But what we're going to do is build it like we have. We are going to be thrifty. We're obviously going to have a full shell to sell off and selling off other bits to help fund others. We are going to show you the cost price it would be to buy the car that we want to build. We're going to tell you the power that will put out. On the competing side will be our current build price.
With the base that we've got and the shell and everything that we then need to invest into the car against the price of that car, but then also come up trumps against other cars, which we want to kind of match it against later.
Can we rebuild this potential beast to be tested against a factory-built performance car over a quarter mile? And then for some reason I put, and all of the Fast and Furious fun. So no, it is no longer going to be, can you build a race car for £1,000? Yes, we could, but it would just be a running race car. It wouldn't look great. And we've got a potential opportunity here to literally be building a car from the inside of a shell out.
Yes, there won't be a nut and bolt on this car that we don't know what it's done, where it's been. The backstory that we will now have for this car is the ground up everything.
God damn, is this so much more fun and such a bigger build and so much more intense, and also still be super budget minded. So let us know, are you mad that we've changed the rules? Or do you actually think, hell yeah boys, this was a way better decision? This is what happens when you're an autistic based friend.
With recruited ADD best friend.
And also, it's not a fashionable thing. I'm clinically, and he's clinically labelled. The patients are literally running the garage. Oh yeah, we didn't tell him about that.
No, we didn't.
That's another reason that we can't afford to put a load of money into this, is because...
This one's all you. All you. I did nothing. I literally got a phone
Listen,
call.
yeah, you did.
Meet me here at this time. Okay.
Was it worth it?
It so was.
Oh, there it is. Well, it certainly doesn't hang around.
Will I be able to afford food for a while? No.
Got a soft top though.
That's all we're going to say. So, is it going to be possible that we can rebuild this entire car as if it was a factory-built super racy car that can do a quarter mile against another high-end performance car and come out on top? So there you have it. A slight adjustment in the rules, but I think all for the better. Thank you for all of the support so far. Thank you incredibly for offering us machines already, you crazy people. Get more of you. Go to the loony bin, free more of your friends, and let's have some fun. We'll catch you in the next video, which will be everything that is right and wrong with these things. These are our scuba poos, and this is our race car challenge. Awkward outro moment.
And also, holy balls,
I mean, it's a little bit different to what we've shown them already.
it looks like an actual garage. Like a working garage.